Hi guys, in today's video I want to talk about 40 reasons why your business should be on Pinterest. And I will be looking at my laptop because there's no way I will remember all 40 reasons. But I'm gonna be going through the article that I wrote prior, I don't know, like a month ago probably, or 2 months ago. And going through all the reasons why your business should be on Pinterest. You can always go back to the article because I'm recording after I publish the article. It's basically I can add some stuff from some additional insights. So just for you to know what was first. So first of all, Pinterest is a big platform and can connect you with your audience that's also on Pinterest. It will help you introduce your business to a whole new audience, increase your brand awareness. It's an additional source of traffic. It can bring you new leads, completely new leads. People who are maybe not spending time on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but they're sitting on Pinterest. I used to be this person. I did not use Facebook at all for most of my life. I probably was the last person that ever had Facebook, and I never really used it until recently. I think I started using Facebook like a month or two ago. I never used it. Next thing, increased sales. You have new traffic, new people. You can increase sales with people coming from Pinterest. So Pinterest has 250 million monthly active users. That's a lot. That's a lot of people who are browsing, searching for inspiration, for ideas, for stuff they can buy, for stuff that they want to do, for stuff that helps them with their life. So that's an additional source of traffic for you. People can discover your offer on Pinterest. If you are not already there, they can't discover your offer. But if you're on Pinterest, they can discover it there, go to your site. Free advertising space. I think this is like one of the biggest things for me with the free advertising space, because look at it this way. When people save their pins to their boards, that's stuff that they are interested in. It's like when you're in Safari or whatever else you are using, you have the bookmarks option. You can bookmark the stuff you like, and within those bookmarks you can create folders and categorize all the sites that you bookmarked. So that's basically what people do on Pinterest. Sites are pins, and catalogs in bookmarks are boards. Now imagine that in Pinterest you are able to get access to other people's boards, which means if someone has a huge following of their board and you get access to it, you can pin your content there. It means you will get a lot of reach. Basically, if you start, like, let's say you get access to a board where there's 260,000 followers, and you start pinning your content every single day there. What's gonna happen? Those 260,000 people who follow that board are gonna now see your content that they haven't before, right? And imagine that you don't have to pay for that. Can you do it on Instagram? Can you do it on Facebook? Can you do it on YouTube? No, you can't. You would have to pay a lot of money. Like, imagine going to an influencer who has 250,000 followers and say, hey, can you post this today and this tomorrow and then the next day? And they'll be like, first of all, no, and second of all, if I wanted to post your stuff, like, you'd have to pay me a lot of money, right? Because I curated this following. People trust me that what I share is awesome, so that's how it works. Like, they don't want to lose this following posting something that is maybe not aligned with what they want to promote. So free advertising space is a huge thing. It's basically, you can get access to a lot of group boards with big following, and that would exponentially grow your reach. So not only you have your followers who follow what you share on your boards, but when you get access to group boards, you get access to a lot of people that didn't follow you before, but they are interested in this topic. So let's say it can be a travel board, it can be a mindset board, it can be everything on Pinterest board, right? Whatever it is, people will be sharing it when they like the design of your pin, when they like the description of what. I should have something like with my hair to like keep it, because when I watch my videos I just like do some stuff with my hair all the time. I try to not do it. Anyways, let's continue. Pinners are open to your marketing, eager to connect with brands. 2/3 of more than 2/3 of pinners say they've discovered a new brand or product on Pinterest. So I always remember this picture where you have like a whole circle and you have the stuff that you know, stuff that you know that you don't know, and then there is this much bigger chunk, stuff you don't know that you don't know. Okay, my phone is dying. So that's what happened on Pinterest. You come on Pinterest and in your feed you see stuff that you didn't expect to see, because it's not like on Instagram that you only will see the stuff coming from the people that you follow. It's only 1/3 of people what you follow. The other thing is stuff that is currently trending, and 1/3 is ads. And the ads are also optimized for like your likes basically. So you can discover a lot more on Pinterest than in any other platform, to be honest, because so then you go to Google, you basically have to type whatever you want to see. So you want to type something that you have no clue that even exists. On YouTube, similar. There will be some recommended videos, but that's it. But that would be based on like what's trending and what are your interests. On Pinterest, it's much bigger. Is Pinterest good for business? 73% of people said they would rather follow their favorite brand than their favorite brand of beauty product than their favorite makeup artist. Similarly with like baby products, similarly with hairstylists compared to brand of hair. So people basically like to follow brands on Pinterest. They enjoy the content. So it's the other way around. Like if you watch TV and suddenly there's a commercial coming and showing you some product, that's annoying. But on Pinterest, people actually enjoy. They enjoy seeing content from brands. So they are eager to follow brands. I was actually surprised because the other day I can make it wrong. I'd have to Google it quickly. I Google it quickly so I won't give you wrong information. When I log into Pinterest and I go to Panera Bread has how many? Opens people. Panera Bread has 51,000 followers on Pinterest. So imagine that. Yeah, they're little. They didn't post in half a year, and still 100,000 people are seeing their stuff every month. Anyways, like I don't remember what I wanted to say. Basically, people like to follow brands on Pinterest. It's not only the influencers but also the brands. So if you have a brand, if you have a product, if you have a service, people would like to follow you. When people come on Pinterest, they are looking for information, for inspiration. They are planning a purchase, or they're planning a purchase. They're either buying on spot and they like to buy on spot, or they plan for the future purchases. And 35% of users have a household income over $100,000. Investing in Pinterest is a long-term game. Virality potential is huge, 80% bigger than Twitter. And you can build visual links and traffic. So Pinterest is a search engine and social media 2-in-1. When you add pin, your followers are going to see it in your feed. So just to explain you how it works, when you are on Facebook and you like, again with the hair, when you like something and you feel like, oh wow, I enjoyed this video, let me share it with my friends because it's super useful. And you can do it from time to time, but it's not like every video you're going to share, right? You can like every video that you like, but it's not gonna show up. It's not like you shared. Whereas on Pinterest, when you save something, it's gonna show up in your followers feed, because if they follow your board and you're saving it to the board, they're gonna see it. So it's like much less showing people what are your interests. They will see your interests, but not very directly, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. And extremely viral. So imagine I am on Pinterest and I like something and I pin it to my board, and now followers of my board are able to see it. So now they can save it to their board and their followers can see it. So that's how pins goes basically viral. And what's also important is people are able to save your pins from your site even if you are not a Pinterest user. So if your site have a plugin that enables you to that enables them to save the picture on your site as a pinnable pin. That is gonna be a link to your site. So if, let's say, I will go on Panera Bread and I like some salad, right? And I pin it to my board because that's a salad I want to make one day, or ask someone to make it for me, probably more probable scenario. Then I'm gonna pin it to my board, and then someone sees this salad and they're like, oh wow, I'm gonna do this salad one day, and they pin it to their board, and it's being repinned. And some people start clicking on the pin and it redirects them to Panera Bread site. Because Panera Bread maybe didn't even have shared this pin ever on their account, but because I shared it, like the customer shared it, person shared it to their Facebook, Pinterest, then this pin can go viral. So virality potential is enormous. Like, you can even delete your Pinterest account. The pins that you pinned are already out there. They're in the boards of other people, and you will never delete it. Like, there's basically no way to delete it. So that's huge. What else I want to say? Okay, so here I gave an example. Why would a business use Pinterest? So I gave a couple of examples for different businesses. So if you go to the article, you will be able to see the exact pins and what I'm talking about. So imagine you are a hairdresser. You're, let's say, a hairdresser here in Miami, and you have a section on your site called Our Work, and you post pictures of beautiful hairstyles that you made for your clients, and those are pinnable images. So when people come, or you have your own Pinterest account as this hairdresser, you pin this content on Pinterest. People start finding this content and repin it to their boards. In this example that I'm sharing here, one of the hairstyles was repinned 119 times. Imagine that you are this hairdresser in Miami, and you target like your audience to be people in Miami who can get a haircut, right? So once they see it in their feed and they click on it and they go to your site, and this lands them on the site Our Work, and they see, wow, this salon is in Miami, let me call and book because I want the exact same hairstyle. If they can do it for someone else, they can do it for me, right? That's how it basically works. That's the easiest way, and that's possible to do on Pinterest. You can target people in certain areas and show the pins there as well. Another example I have here, if you own a bakery, you can put your products there. Like for example, here I have a cake that have like 70,000 repins. Once I found on Pinterest a cake that's like a number cake. That's what I bought for my birthday this year. The bakery actually didn't have, the one in Miami, they didn't have Pinterest account, but if they did have, I would go and buy from them, because there was a lot of number cakes, like macaron number cakes on Pinterest. I love the design. I was like, wow, I want to have it on my birthday. So if you have a bakery, you can pin your bakery products. People on Pinterest pin food content like one of the top 10, like even like in top 3 biggest repins would be in food. Like, I work with Jackson Grows and grow his travel blog traffic from Pinterest to his blog, and whenever I look for keywords travel related, let's say Philippines travel, I would always have like Philippines recipes. It would be in millions of like monthly searches, compared to travel would be like in thousands, and food will be in millions. So there's much bigger audience for food than for travel for sure on Pinterest. Another thing is, so like let's just come back. Let's say that you are this hairdresser or you are this baker in Miami. Of course, you are not sending your cakes all around the world, or of course you are not clients are not gonna come, let's say, from Germany to Miami to get a haircut, right? But you can target people from your area and make sure that the pins show up in their feed. First of all, you can you can target them and follow them and interact with them, and second of all, you can do ads that's just for the location. And ads on Pinterest are super cheap. They're like starting at 10 cents. So compared to Facebook, they're like 10 times cheaper. Another 2 examples is, the first one's Real estate agent. Imagine you are a real estate agent. Of course, you're not gonna put and throw the listings on Pinterest, because no one's gonna go and look for listings on Pinterest. But what the people who are going to buy house or sell house are gonna look for is, for example, selling your home 17 ways to prepare your house for inspection success. So if someone's selling a home and they find this pin and this one was repinned 2,000 times, they're gonna click on it, they're gonna read the article, and they know how to prepare for the inspection when they're selling their house. So they read the article and they see that the person who wrote the article is a real estate agent. So they click on the listing section on their site, they go through the listings. If they're in their area, if the houses they like, they will contact this person and say, hey, let's schedule a viewing. Because when someone's selling, they're probably also buying. So as much content you can provide for your customers is better, because first of all, they see you as an expert, and second of all, you attracted them not with a pitch, hey, come see the properties, I have the best properties for you, right? It's the other way around. You are showing them the value. Hey, this is how you need to prepare. Hey, this is what you need to do. Here are the advice for this or for that. So they're coming, they're finding the information because they are looking for it, not you chase them. And then they can see, oh wow, this person has like those awesome listings. Let me go and check them out. And another one, how to speak with confidence in public. This pin was repinned 508 times. Who can click on this pin and want to read it? Probably someone who is interested in speaking, right? If you want to speak, let's say on a stage or on a TEDx or whatever, you would read how to speak in confidence in public, because that's very, very related. So I have a person I know who help people land speaking gigs. So imagine he had an article like that, and this kind of pin would bring him 500 people to his site. So they go through the article, they know exactly step by step what to do to speak with confidence in public. He can have an article, he can have a video, whatever it is that he provides value. People see that valuable, and then at the bottom, let's say they have a author section and they say, hi, my name is this and that, and I help people land their speaking gigs. I can ensure that you'll get a speaking gig within this amount of time. If you are interested, like, let me know, let's talk. And here are the testimonials of people who I helped land speaking gigs. So that's how people can find you. You provide value, you provide valuable information on the topic, they find you, and then they see, wow, this person's not only giving me awesome advice, but they can also give me an additional help, maybe some one-on-one, maybe some training, whatever it is that you have. So no matter what your business you have, there is an audience on Pinterest for sure. Okay, next time, you don't have to have a huge audience to reach a lot of people. And I am giving my example right here because I reach a lot of people on Pinterest with a small audience. So at this point, I have 7,000 followers on Pinterest and I reach over 5 million people. So I don't have 5 million followers to reach 5 million people. Think about how many followers you have on Facebook or on Instagram and how many are actually watching your posts. So usually less people can see your posts than follows you. On Pinterest, it's completely the other way around. I have 7,000 followers, but 5 million people see what I share. That's the virality of Pinterest. That's not anywhere else. Not other social media has that. So what it means with this small audience that I have, this audience enjoy what I share. So when I post a pin and they see the pin because I shared it, they repin it. Now the people who follow their board, who are interested in the same topic, they're gonna repin it, and other people gonna repin it. So I'm reaching more and more people. There are people on Pinterest who would have millions of followers, and then only 200,000 people see their pins. Why? Because those million people don't give a fuck about what they share. They're either inactive, or maybe they're bots. I don't know who they are, but they don't repin. So if there's no engagement, if people don't, like, if your followers are not repinning your content, if your followers are not clicking on your pins, your engagement's gonna drop. So if you want to reach more people, your audience have to be interested in what you share. And I have a lot of other videos, so go check out my blog, pinmeapp.com/blog/blog posts, and check out the YouTube channel. There are a lot of videos around how to get the right followers on Pinterest, so that your reach is bigger and you can reach more and more people. You don't need to wait long time to get people on your site, so that's huge for Pinterest, which is also not seen on other in other search engines. So let's say if I write an article, Google is not gonna put it on the first site of like for the keywords that I used. Of course not, because they don't trust me. Like, why would they share with people something like whatever show up high in search results is something that the algorithm decided that that's relevant information. So a lot of people link to it. It's branded content, like people search for this information, people stay on this site, people link to it in their articles. So if you're just starting out, of course no one is linking to you, of course you have no authority, of course you're not gonna show up high in search results. So it have to be months of work of creating a lot of content, getting a lot of like backlinks to your site, a lot of mentions so that people search for your name, search for your site, like knowing it already. So that's how it works. With Pinterest, there are accounts that were able in the first month of starting a brand new Pinterest account get 40,000, get 100,000 people from Pinterest to their websites. Are there brand new newbies? No, they're not. There are people who already have big amount of blogs, big amount of other Pinterest accounts that they know what they do. They exactly know the process, and that's how they can grow it this fast. So you don't have to wait a long time. You can have 100,000 people on your site from Pinterest month one. It can happen because pins can go viral. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to prepare viral pins, if you know what kind of content, if you know the keywords, if you know how to do a searchable account, then you can get it. It takes time. In my Pinterest course, I teach people how to go from 0 to 10,000 in as fast as possible. Why I teach that? Because I did it for myself, I did it for Jackson, so I know how to do it, and I know, like, once you do those steps, you're gonna get the 10,000 people. Is it possible to get more? Yes, it is possible. I'm not gonna tell you you're gonna get 100,000 or 40,000, but it is possible. I'm telling you, for sure you'll get 10,000 if you do the steps I'm teaching in my course. Anyways, let's continue, because that's not about it. Pinterest influences purchase. Majority of pinners use Pinterest to decide what to buy. According to research by Millward Brown, a whopping 87% of pinners have purchased a product because of Pinterest, and they also found that 93% of pinners have used Pinterest to plan a future purchase. Imagine that. 93% of people, almost everyone that come to Pinterest, they plan future purchase. So if they are searching for something and they found your pin, maybe with your coaching program, maybe they are looking for information how to get a speaking gig, maybe they are looking for information where to get a beautiful haircut, whatever they are looking for, and they found you, there's 93% chance that they're gonna buy. So that's huge. Just imagine that. If you provide great quality content, if you are searchable on Pinterest, people find you, people are gonna buy from you. Because it's not like with ad that pops up when like you did not expect it. It's the moment you're looking for information, you find the information, you just want to get it. So that's why it's 93% people are planning to their future purchase, and 87% purchased something because of Pinterest. So they found something on Pinterest and they bought it. Pinterest drives significant referral traffic and is one of the biggest website traffic drivers in the world. It's second after Facebook. Facebook drives 25% of referral traffic and Pinterest 5%. Twitter, StumbleUpon, Reddit, Google+, they have less than 1%. How does Pinterest help your business? Pinners spend more money, $58.95 compared to $55 for Facebook, according to Shopify. You know what's trending in real time. That's an awesome feature, because when you go on Pinterest and you go to the search bar, you will see, and you start typing something, you'll see what's trending. Like without even typing, you'll see what's trending at this moment. Like just going to your feed, you will see trending stuff. 1/3 of what you see is trending currently, what people are looking for. So that can give you a big insight of what people are searching for at this moment. Additionally, when you go to ad section, you will see monthly volume of searches of anything that you want to find. So that's an awesome insight. Why businesses should post on Pinterest. Pinners have more purchasing power than non-pinners. Pinterest converts. The conversion is awesome because like compared to, so Pinterest is visual and Instagram is visual. What happens on Instagram, you cannot, most of the time, you cannot just click on the pin and buy it. Very little amount of Pinterest accounts, Instagram accounts actually have the buyable pins. When you click, you see the price, that redirects you to a site. On Pinterest, basically every pin is like that, because 2/3 of pins that you see on Pinterest are leading to sites where you can buy. So if it's a product, if it's a service, you can go buy. You are on the site where they are selling whatever you saw. So anything you see on Pinterest is an ad. Almost everything that you see on Pinterest is an ad. You can reach your audience you want for much less than it costs with traditional advertising. Pinterest can help your brand fit into someone's life, because people save things that inspire them. Why is it important to promote your business? The popularity of Pinterest spans multiple generations. Pinterest converts more browsers into buyers. Pinterest is designed for sales. So like I said already, pins will get you more inbound links. So each pin, each picture that you have on your site is going to be a link to your site from Pinterest. Pinterest can grow all your channels. This is huge because you can not only like grow traffic to your website, you can grow traffic to your Facebook, you can grow traffic to your YouTube, whatever link you have, whatever URL you have, you could input it in your pin. So when someone clicks, that's where they will be redirected. Hard for me to breathe, sorry. If you want to grow, let's say your Instagram account with Pinterest, is easy because the dimensions are different, okay? Because on Instagram you have squares, on Pinterest you have the 800 by 1200, I think right now is the dimensions that are being used. But if you are using the Insta stories, that you can reuse the content from the Insta stories, because that's the similar dimensions, and you can drive traffic from Pinterest to your Instagram account. What's a huge advantage? If you are already on, if you are already on Pinterest, on Instagram, and you're super famous on Instagram, you have a lot of awesome content, then it's way easier for you to transform a visitor to a follower. Because when you are starting and you just have like 1, 2, 3, 5 images in your Instagram account, people are gonna see it, okay, so this account is not managed or it's brand new, I'm not gonna follow it. But if you already have like hundreds of great quality images there, you have a lot of following. When people come from Pinterest to your Instagram account and they see a lot of useful content, they're gonna follow if they liked it, because they want to see more. Because if they wouldn't like to see more, they wouldn't be clicking, right? If they liked something that you shared on Pinterest, and then they will see, oh wow, this person's sharing so much and they're super famous, let me follow them. So that's how you can additionally grow traffic on your Instagram. Let's say you grow your Pinterest to like 10,000 page views, you can get additional 10,000 followers a month, and every single month you get additional 10,000 thanks to Pinterest, because it's so much visual. So with Pinterest you can grow your Instagram, but there will be another videos about that. Go on my blog, so you'll find it. So you can grow all your channels. If you want to have more visitors on your YouTube, if you want to have more visitors on your Facebook, on your website, your Shopify store, you can drive traffic from Pinterest there. It's a search engine, so that's a huge thing. Pinterest is one of the key search engines. So on Google, every month there is 3.5 billion searches, and on Pinterest it's 2 billion searches. 3.5 Google, 2 Pinterest. So if you are using the right keywords, your pins can show up in the search results. it can be automated. So the great thing about Pinterest, also compared to Instagram, is that your pins are not a one-time thing. If you post something on Instagram, once you post it, the next day you have to post a new thing, and then you have to post new thing. If you start posting the same stuff over and over, people are gonna be annoyed, like they don't want to see the stuff that they already saw. Whilst on Pinterest, it works completely the other way around. When you post something, you can repeat the same content to different boards, because it's basically, imagine if you have 100 boards, it's like you have 100 Instagram accounts. You have different followers in each of those accounts, so you can put those pictures over there. So you can shuffle all your content between all those accounts. So imagine that like it's super useful, because your content is gonna be seen much more time and can drive traffic all the time. So one image can bring you thousands of clicks to your site. So that's big. Get to know your customer. Yeah, you can find out more about your customers, because whoever follows you, you can go check out what boards they have, what they're interested in, and that will give you additional insight of who your customers are. Targeted traffic. So on Pinterest, when you are getting followers, there are people who are interested in what you offer. So basically the traffic that comes to your site are people who are looking for it. It's not something that, of course, they can see you in their feed. If someone's that they like, just follow like saved something, but they're clicking because that's what they're interested in. It's not an ad per se, like on Facebook ad, but they are interested in this kind of content. So targeted traffic, you're getting people who want what you are offering. Pinterest boards often rank high on Google. If you have Pinterest boards set up correctly, and the content in the boards have high ratio of repins, it's well keyworded, it will show up high in search results in Google as well. Pinterest pins dominate image search in Google. You can go and check that. Whatever you write in Google search, go to graphic, you'll see most of the images there are from Pinterest. Pinterest is designed to sell things, and there I have a lot of different statistics. I'm not gonna read them all, but let me maybe read one or two. 66% of Pinterest users regularly follow and repin retailers versus 17% on Facebook. So imagine if you are a business owner and you post on Facebook, people don't reshare it. If you are a business owner, you have some product service, you post it on Pinterest, 66% people are going to repin it. So if you're a business owner, it's way better for you to post on Pinterest than on Facebook, because you're gonna get more reach. You're gonna reach more of your targeted traffic. Because on Facebook, people don't repin it. They follow brands, but maybe they are waiting for, I don't know, promotions, or I don't know why people follow brands, but to see maybe some new collections, new arrivals, whatever information the brand has, but they don't reshare it really. Whereas on Pinterest, they do repin it. Pinterest is mobile, so anytime person have access to their phone, they can see what you're sharing on Pinterest. When you should post on Pinterest. Pinterest is not time sensitive, and many people can tell you that's super important what time you pin. Really don't. But with Pinterest scheduler, it's super easy. Like the way I design my Pinterest scheduler, you just pick from which board to which board and at what time you're gonna repin. And it doesn't matter whether you are at work, whether you have holidays, whether you're sleeping, whether you're meeting with your friends, we will repin it for you in that time. So if you believe that it's time sensitive, then this will definitely help you. The truth is it's not time sensitive. Like your pins are gonna be alive for years. It's not like one day on Instagram or a couple of minutes on Twitter. It's really going to show up in people's feed a long time. What's more important is the graphics, is having the right keywords, is having access to boards, and having the right followers. That's way more important than the time when you pin. And Pinterest's fun. That's number 40. Pinterest is fun because people like using Pinterest. They come back often and share new images, things they like. Repinning is one of the funniest way to showcase what you love. No matter what kind of product or service you have created, Pinterest can send you a ton of customers to your website, sales funnel, sales page, Instagram account, Facebook account, YouTube, etc. 2 million people save product pins to one of their boards every day. That's statistic from Shopify. So if you want to learn more about why your business should be on Pinterest, you can always DM me. You can go also on my blog. If you want to get 10,000 people from Pinterest to your site, growing your following, growing your subscribers, growing your audience that you're gonna warm up and then they will buy from you in some time, then Pinterest is definitely a tool for you. Right now I have the training, Pinterest training, and it's the lowest price that's ever gonna be, because after this first month I'm gonna raise the prices, so that's the cheapest way you can get it. And till July 5th I'm offering additional bonus that's worth $150 that people who will sign up today, tomorrow, and on July 5th are gonna get it additionally. So if you're interested, if you want to grow traffic with Pinterest to your store, blog, site, whatever you have, contact me and find out how you can get 10,000 people as soon as possible. If you want to get them in a month, and 2, 3, 4, you can get it. If you want to do it on your own, waste time, go ahead. But if you want to get results fast, contact me. Thank you.